God of the Pod by James Maag.
And hello, Peaky Dresden here to yarn with you for a crack for well on 30 minutes. Our guest today is Mother Nature herself. You might ask myself how I got this impetuous force of nature to gander into my humble studio. Well, you see, I have no right idea, but here she is saying hello.
Greetings, listeners. I am, as he said, Mother Nature, and I'm here to do a few small things. First, explain who I am and let you all know I exist. Second, answer some questions to help. Earth be pleased to clear the air. It's full of smog.
Ha! Well, now, let's not get too far without me. Well, first, do you always look like a 12-year-old lass, or was that a thing you did just to make me feel safe? I would think you would be an old woman and have moss all around you, like you sat in the same place for 1,000 years.
Do you always make assumptions to this about the personification of fundamental forces? To answer your question, yes, you could not handle my true form.
I'm right bantering with you. No harm meant, but it's still the first thing that stood out. And I can handle Satan himself if need be.
Very well.
Christ, our Lord in heaven and Mary his mother, what the hell is that?
One of my more panic-inducing forms. I take the form that best suits the viewer depending on the gods they keep. My existence has always been a strange balancing act. On one hand, I can send an entire civilization to the bottom of the sea. However, that causes me to lose power. I exist because you think I do.
So you're like Tinkerbell, and you die if we don't believe.
Like you could ever not think I was there. Who else would bring new life? I find power in not having to bend the will of man. I can destroy you all, though I'd become much less. Even if on occasion it does cross my mind to clean you off and allow the earth to become natural again.
How would you do that, may I ask?
Rain, fire from the heavens, earthquake, make all of the earth rebel against man's every will. I tried about 90 springs ago, in the New World.
The Dust Bowl? Was the potato famine you too?
It wasn't all my fault. If you hadn't been raping the land I had in delicate balance, it would never have happened. I just showed those men that they hurt me. Now they'll try a little harder to be respectful of my ground and not tear at it with reckless abandon.
Wait, so you are the one who goes around mucking everything up all the time?
Well, not all of it is me. You have to understand that there are none of us. Sometimes we share things. I'm an umbrella of all nature, but there are gods of the sea and sky that have many of my abilities. We, however, do our best to stay out of each other's way. Sometimes we fight, and that accounts for some events. Some just love to sit back and watch the whole thing burn to the ground.
Wow, so what happens at a party?
Thunderstorms. Well, sometimes a hurricane when we have a bit too much sun and drink. And man, we have the best of drinks. Having power over fermentation does have its perks. Dionysus is the best at that particular talent. You don't want to mess with his drinks. You might wake up in the morning to an erupting volcano in Iceland or something. You can thank Hephaestus for Vesuvius.
Oof, that guy must be a real piece of work.
Not really. He is one of my favorites. That was only half his fault. Loki kind of pushed him to it by saying that the Romans were better at crafting. Hephaestus had to prove him wrong. The volcano goes boom. His wife was rather unhappy.
Oh. So, tiny change of subject. What are your thoughts on Pan? Nature god in Greece?
Oh, that's me. I can't say that was my favorite time, but those nymphs were sure a lot of fun, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my, they're quite a ride.
Oh, yes. They were as promiscuous as a tomcat. They particularly liked it when...
Oh, whoa, TMI. I can't have our young viewers listening to your godly escapades.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was under the impression you wanted to tell all. Besides, I just wanted to express how fond we are of each other.
Well, I did. I mean, I do. That was just a lot for some of our younger audience at home. You know how parents can get a bit pitchforky and stuff over the smallest things. Were you aware of Tickle Me Elmos? There was a right row over a piece of plastic.
Oh, don't get me started on plastics. You take dead things and burn them to make other dead things into facsimiles of a dead thing. On top of that, you never do a very good job at it, not to mention how much of it is wasted and put back in the ground, or worse, into my water, killing everything. I don't have enough time to keep up with all the junk. I have done my best to bring as much of it together, and you think it's so cool that there's an island of all trash. I find it barbaric and disgusting. You wouldn't think it was all cool if that was your house. Like, really, do you all think water just takes it away? You leave me no other choice than to leave it floating in a pile, hoping one day you'll grow up and clean it up? Do you understand how hard it is to keep anything alive anymore?
Calm your gob for a second. I think we get the point. Don't want to make this like church. Not so many people like that place anymore. Well, at least till the end of the world.
Yes. You all flock to a safe cave when things go wrong.
Does it help?
Do you believe it helps?
Well, yeah.
Then it works. Power is based on belief. Just my existence is based on it. How do I explain this better? What is language?
Well, it's the way we communicate.
And why does it work?
Well, I'm open my gob and make specific sounds, and you understand what I'm saying.
So what did I say?
I don't know. You didn't say anything I can understand.
So you need to believe that your speech has meaning. Those who hear it need to believe the exact same thing. See?
I think so.
So you see, I'm real and imagined at the same time.
You're getting a little fairy again.
And with that, I'm taking my leave.
Wait, I never asked if you like Starbucks. Well, that was the ever-present Mother Nature, and this was the God of the Pod with your host, Peaky Dresden.